Welcome to Wild Amplified, presented by Pilot Games. I'm your host, Kirsten Kroll. This week, we welcomed fans back into the Xcel Energy Center, and it was truly a special moment. 3,000 fans poured through the doors, and the excitement was palpable. It had been over a year since we'd last seen your smiling faces, and it was a very special night. The intensity on the ice was definitely influenced by your cheers, so we're happy to have you back. Let's hope 3,000 turns to 18,000 real soon. Let's now kick things off with a quick look at the buzz on the ice and around the Xcel Energy Center.
It's been 398 days since there were fans in the stands taking in a Wild game at the Xcel Energy Center. 3,000 State of Hockey faithful will fill the seats and make their voices heard in St. Paul.
Zach Parisi and Matt Zuccarello were back in the lineup, and Ryan Hartman got the fans into it early. The boys ran out of time Monday as they battled from behind most of the night, but Wednesday was a whole different story. Kirill the Thrill got things going early, and Grand Forks native Luke Johnson gave the Wild a 2-0 lead with his first career NHL goal from a nice little feed from Eden Prairie native Kyle Rao. Kevin Fiala finished off the first period scoring and then proceeded to net 2 more in the third amongst an onslaught of Wild offense for his first career NHL hat trick. It was a great way to cap off the week on home ice before the boys face off with St. Louis.
This week is the 20th episode of Wild Amplified, and a big thank you to Pilot Games for the support this season, and there's plenty of fun yet to be had. Because it's our 20th episode in our 20th year as a franchise, we thought it'd be fun to talk all things 20 with a quick Q&A featuring number 20 himself, Mr. Ryan Suter. Check it out.
Growing up, my uncle played in the NHL, and he was always number 20. I think actually he got onto it from my dad wearing it. My dad obviously wore number 20 in the Olympics. That was just always the number that I had. Now my kids, that's the only number they want to wear. It's funny how those things get passed down. When I was at Wisconsin, I wanted number 20, but a senior had it, so I ended up wearing my uncle's number 4. My first year in Nashville, I was number 50 for like half the year, because they always gave the rookies higher numbers. Brooks has a hockey card, and he's like, "Dad, why were you number 50?" And I had to explain, well, when you're young, they don't give you the number you want. But ever since then, I've been pretty lucky. Is it Eric Heiden? He's like a legend in Madison. Him, Mark Johnson, my dad. I was pretty confident in that one. Five other first rounders that I've been teammates with. Eric Stahl, Thomas Vanek, Zach. My memory's bad. It's probably so easy too. I honestly can't think of it anymore. Oh yeah. He was in that draft? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Fairzy. Okay. It's just not something you think about all the time. It's fun, like the guys that are still playing too, like Getzlaff we played last week, and just the different players that you're continuing, Dustin Brown, these guys that you've been playing against for the last however many years. You know, you play against guys like Ovi, just big, strong. I mean, I've been playing against him since I was 16 years old, so he's just got such a quick release. He's big, and he's hard to get the puck off of. McDavid up in Edmonton, McKinnon. Every team has a couple of special players that you just have to be aware of who's out on the ice.
Thank you to number 20 for joining us on the show this week. Always fun to chat with the guys outside of intermission when the vibe is a bit more relaxed. So with 20 on the mind, let's showcase the 20th anniversary of the Minnesota Wild with a look back in time for this week in Wild history, presented by the Star Tribune. This week, we look at one of the biggest moments in franchise history from April 4th, 2008. A banner night for the Minnesota Wild as the team clinches the Northwest Division with a win over the Calgary Flames. Marian Gaborik assists on the Wild's first goal of the night and then won it with 2 goals in the third for a 3-1 final. Head coach Jacques Lemaire tallied his 500th career regular season win alongside assistant coach Mike Ramsey. To this day, the Northwest Division banner is the only banner of note hanging in the building, and we can't wait for the chance to give it some company. The last year or so has certainly been a banner year for all the wrong reasons. We've all had to persevere through unthinkable changes, but with that said, the Mall of America wants you to know that they are open and bringing the fun to families and friends with a spring break staycation contest launching this week. I got out to the mall to see what all the excitement was about, and it was a blast. Take a look. MOA and the Minnesota Wild are giving away the ultimate family staycation prize packages. Prize packs include passes to your favorite MOA attractions like Crayola Experience and Sea Life Minnesota Aquarium, plus items from your favorite stores like Games by James, Legacy Toys, Hey Joy, and the Nickelodeon shop to enjoy together at home. While you're here, make sure you visit Sea Life, which is the largest aquarium in Minnesota with over 1.3 million gallons of water. And on your visit, you can feed the stingrays as well. In the prize pack, there are also 4 passes to Sea Life Aquarium. Hey Joy is a new store here at Mall of America that's putting a twist on the classic toys. They're also including a special toy in the prize pack. The park is now open. Come on out to Nickelodeon Universe to ride the rides and enter to win an awesome slime kit. Games by James is a locally family-owned business that's been around since 1993, and you can come away with either an MOA or hockey-themed jigsaw puzzle in the prize pack. At Crayola Experience, there's family fun for everyone, including over 20 hands-on activities, which include naming and wrapping your own crayon. They're also including 4 passes for you all to experience this yourself. Legacy Toys is a Minnesota-based company that also is a partner of Legacy Bound Publishing, which sells books done by Minnesota authors and illustrators. They will also be giving away a family board game in the prize pack. Visit Mall of America, Level 1 West to enter. With so many kids' activities still in limbo, and as youth sports are slowly gaining traction, Ryan Carter and his daughter Maggie bring you another Warrior Equipment series so you can be ready to hit the ice whenever that might be. This week, they talk about the most important piece in a player's arsenal, the twig.
And another segment of our Warrior Equipment series. This time we're going to go away from the protective gear and we're going to go to maybe the hockey player's most important piece, well, at least if you ask them. Their twig. This stick I happen to like a lot. The curve is great, but the shaft size is not too big. This is a youth stick, so their hands can fit snugly around it. You can't see it on the camera, but it has a nice grip on it, so your hand's not going to slip. You like that, Maggie? Mm-hmm. The most important things when it comes to stick is the right size. I don't think you want to get one that's too stiff for them. Then they can't flex it. A general rule of thumb is that off skates on their shoes, you'd cut it about their nose. So we'd cut Maggie's about that much off. There's a cap, which I can show you on here. So I'd cut it off right about the 10, because that's about Maggie's nose, standing up in her shoes. If she's on skates, then I would go right about to her chin. I'd draw a line here, cut, but I always take the knob of the top out of here, which I can do now, which is this piece, and I save that before I toss it away, because as you can see, these graphite sticks, they can develop a sharp edge for your young player. So I cut this out, save it, and then afterwards I put it back in so that we have that rubber protection, not to cut ourselves. And that's about the right length. You like the elbow here, hands up, there you go. And then the next important piece is that your blade is on the ice. So let me show you how to tape the stick quick. So this one, I do like this about it too. It's a textured blade. So yeah, Maggie likes the texture too. The texture is helpful, so if the tape happens to come off mid-practice or something, your child will still be able to play. But when I tape, I was a lefty, so I always tape heel to toe. I don't know that it makes a huge difference, minor detail. So we've got the blade taped. Now we'll go up and tape the knob. Just take the tape, spin it so the sticky side's out, get a little bit going here, and then I spin it around. I don't want it too big, so I just go maybe 1 or 2 times around at the top, and then Maggie happens to like it down too, so then I'll just spin the stick, go down a little bit, wrap that up, get rid of the cover the sticky so it's not getting caught on the glove, and then there you have it.
It's been 20 episodes of Wild Amplified, and a big thank you to Pilot Games for the support. Thank you to number 20 for joining us this week, and thanks to all the fans who join us every week. I'm Kirsten Kroll, and we'll see you here next time.